See if it's something you're actually not using, right? Or that you won't use. Because the one thing about it, if you haven't used it, you're probably not going to use it. We do exactly what we want to do. So if you haven't used it, don't say, oh, well, I was thinking about it, but it's been 2 years since you wore it. Go ahead and let it go, because if you wanted to wear it, you would have. That is the mindset shift that you have to go into. It does not matter the price tag of it. Okay. Oh my God, it still has a price tag on it. The value is in the experience. So look at those old underwear, old socks, old t-shirts, sweatpants, leggings, right? If it serves no purpose, either donate it or throw it away. Create space in your now for your now. Okay. Southern Mama said, I got a few things to toss. Let's go. Hey, hey. Let's go. Let go of things that no longer serve you. And guess what? Once you go through each one of those drawers, and once again, if you come across paperwork, sit that inside of your bin, and you can go through that later. But you finished the dresser. That's it. You did the top and you did inside of the drawers. Now you have made an accomplishment. You did it. You did that one area, and you need to give yourself a kudos. Let's go. And then if you still have the momentum, what you can do is you can go to your end table and rinse and repeat. Get the things off the top. If you got tumblers, coffee cups, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what y'all got on that end table, because I have it on my end table too. I have to get my stuff up every day. Okay. So because I have a tumbler for a cup of ice that I drink. I have right on the side of my bed every day, right? You know, I have some ibuprofen on the end of the bed on my end table, because I need that occasionally, right? Sometimes my back hurt. Like yesterday, I was hurting when I got off. You understand what I'm saying? This job is 80 hours. Okay, so it's a lot of work. And so we haven't even gotten into the garage yet. Okay, we didn't even get into the garage. We were just doing the master closet, and I did upload a video if y'all want to check it out. She decluttered 17 bags of clothes. And what I did, I put it inside of my car, and we donated to a women's ministry. And so that's another thing. You're not just blessing yourself with clearing space, you're blessing other people through letting go of what already served you. Okay, classy lady, what's going on? We did, and that was just for the closet. We ain't gonna talk about what we donated the other day. You know what I'm saying? And then we're not gonna talk about the stuff that's getting ready to go out. Like, we already been making a lot of headway. When I say we got that living room, that dining room, that kitchen, baby, yes, okay? But you have to take action and create space and let go of all them old, dusty, Sharmita, we're gonna hold up. Wait a minute. Sharmita, I do not talk about yard sales in this room. You want to know why, Sharmita? Okay. Because when you bought that item, you bought it for a reason. Was the experience not good enough to say, I got value out of this item? Yard sales attract cheapos, right? A lot of people that's looking for a deal. So you may sell something $1, $5. And once a blue moon, you may be able to get away with selling something for $20. But you'll never get that value back that you spent on it, right? Yard sales are a lot of work. You have to weigh your pros and your cons, right? Like, oh, it's going to take me an hour to set up and an hour to break down, and I may make 150 if you're lucky. Okay? If you're lucky. So, you know, a lot of times it's going on pennies on the dollar, you know, just to get that stuff out of there. If you really have valuable stuff, get an estate sale company to come in. Do it on a co-assignment, right? That's why you've been stuck. Yeah, you know, Sharmita, like I said, you get the value out of your things through the experience, okay? Hey, Lenny, what's going on? Through the experience, not anything more or anything less. Let me ask you this, Sharmita. Can I ask you a question? Y'all tap that screen up. Go ahead and get your daily heart me as we flow in this room. Hi. If I were to hire a professional come in and help, what does that process look like? Okay, Zoe, I'll get to you in just a minute. I'll be more than happy to answer that question. I've been doing professional home organizing for over 10 years. It'll be 11 years in November, y'all. So Zoe, I look forward to answering that question. Okay, so y'all, um, it's important because I haven't heard. Ooh, Southern Mama. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. So when it comes down to the one thing I want to say as we talk about this, if you bought a dress for $500, I'm gonna talk about price tag for a minute. If you bought a dress for $500, you go to an event that you've been thinking about for a while, but on your way to the event, you get into a terrible car accident. Does it matter that that dress was $500? No, it doesn't matter. You want to know why? Because it was an awful experience. Okay? Terrible, horrible experience. So, with that being said, the value is in the experience. Because if you spent $1 on a dress at the thrift store and you meet your husband and he's the bomb.com, it doesn't matter that that dress was $1. You had an amazing experience in the dress itself. The value is in the experience, not the price tag. And this is where the disconnect is. We always want to backspace and delete, but what did you get out of that? You knew what you was doing when you bought it. You know what I'm saying? You knew how much it cost. It was up to you to make usage of it, right? So the thing is, don't hold on to things just because of the price tag. Either it adds value to your life or it doesn't. And then also releasing because the purpose has already been served. Like I use this as an example. When me and my husband went on a cruise, I literally bought a dress strictly for our anniversary dinner. That's it. I bought it for that reason.